Alright, hello there, and welcome to this amazing video. I have downloaded a video, or whatchamacallit, a game replay from one of my friends, George, and I'm going to just cast it, give it a try, see how I feel. Like, I think that I generally know enough about Dota that I can cast, so. Right off the bat, we got Team Disruptor, the Lion, Razor, Disruptor, Chaos Knight, and Bristleback. This got Marana, Queen of Pain, an Omni Knight, a Spectre, and a Coddle. My friend George, I believe, playing on the Coddle here. Got Team Radiant over here. Looks like Spectre and Coddle are going to the top lane. If I can get my camera to work properly, that'd be nice. Oh, I need free camera. Free camera. Alright, we got the Omni Knight, Quack going mid. Got Marana with some wards here. We got the Chaos Knight going to the bottom lane. Looks like Disruptor's coming to support him, while the Lion and the Bristleback are going to take top, and Razor looks like he's going to go mid. He doesn't have a lot of regen, so that looks like it's going to be a hard lane for him, especially against the Queen of Pain, who took her dagger level 1. So that's going to be powerful. I feel like this is about like 2K average MMR. So here, let me change something real quick. Let me get rid of that there. Throw me in a little. Throw me in a little smaller right there. Okay, nothing's going on yet. Marana looks like she wants to get an arrow on this room. Disruptor started the game. They both started the game with magic sticks. I'm not really sure why they would want to do that. I mean, like, Omni Knight and Marana aren't really casting that many spells in the lane. I mean, Disruptor will with the Thunder Strike, but he didn't take it. Well, it looks like they secured the rune. Chaos Knight and Disruptor just being able to beef it up. The Lion took a lot of damage, and he honestly doesn't have a lot of regen. If I was his Bristleback, I'd probably give him a Tango. Let's see how mid lane's going. So she's got 2 shared Tangos and a Salve, which is a lot more than just 1 Fairy Fire. Like, already we can, you can see that Shadow Strike damage right there. It's not super intense level 1. I guess with the stats, too, that helps, right? I still don't really like it. Marana putting down a ward here. See how the lanes are going. Oh, she hit the creep. Okay, let's go. Let's look at last hits. So Razor is leading with 2 last hits. This is by no means a professional match. Let's see how my friend George is doing over here in this top lane, battling against a Lion. I think Coddle has the fair trade there, generally speaking. Oh, I just missed him. So close, George. So close. There's not a whole lot of action going on right now. This Queen of Pain is just applying pressure to the mid lane. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. Disruptor looks like he's gonna go pull. Oh, I missed first blood? What the hell? Okay, so it looks like George Coddle killed the Bristleback here. He's definitely not happy about that. He only used 1 Tango that whole laning phase, so I imagine if he had tangoed up a little more, he might have been able to survive. I wasn't watching, so I didn't see what happened. So yeah, I'm just practicing casting, right? Like, this is my first time trying to cast a match. And honestly, with these kinds of matches, there's not a whole lot going on in the first 10 minutes. Like, sure, you got first blood, but you don't have anything, like, actually fancy going on, because I don't imagine More Rice and Q3A are often matched together. You know, there's an amount of repertoire that comes from playing on a pro team and playing with the same people day in, day out, compared to just you know, randos in a pub. I don't know who wins. I tried to not look as best I could. So the Spectre's getting jumped on. She definitely could salve up here. Oh, denied that range creep. Oh, Looks like Mirana took out Disruptor's courier. Fun things. Is she gonna leap away? Oh, leap down the cliff. Disruptor doesn't know where to go. He thinks he thinks she's in the trees. Nobody. She's gone. She lived. She leaps away. That's so funny. Oh, here comes the arrow from downtown. Oh, get that big creep. I guess that's efficient. I mean, like, how much mana is that? 100 mana to kill one big creep? Maybe not. Like, you can just right click. Oh, bringing in the wand and the Wraithfire, or the Wraith Band. Ignore my pronunciation of words. I'm not the greatest. Oh, well, let's see. Does this Razor buy any? This Razor, I don't think has ferried out any regen. I do not know why this Quap has not using her mana to harass him more. Oh, cat, help me out. Oh, he's got a bottle now. He rushed bottle. Like, oh, now she's gonna have to get back. Yeah, that's good. Save the blink. When you, in this situation, you want to save blink for when he casts static link on you, because you can break it instantly. See, he only stole 19 damage, right? That's pretty good. He's gonna cast Plasma Field here. Oh, denied the rune. Big plays coming out from the Razor. He's gonna battle this Quap. See, this is the most interesting lane so far. Let's see. Let's go look at some other lanes. So we got the Omni Knight here dueling down these two. I don't know. He might be able to get a kill on this support if he's fast enough. If he had an Orb of Venom, definitely. But without that orb, I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh my god, the cat! Cat, get down from there! Oh my god. Oh my god, more rice. The Omni Knight's courier got owned. Oh! She somehow managed to stun him. This Omni Knight, though, does not seem interested in going in on him. Just wants to keep the Disruptor back. Oh, looks like this Lion's gonna... Oh, dives under tower. Okay, they're not chasing. Coddle's getting a little low. He's gonna go for the bounty rune now. I know George, he's sneaky. He wants both bounties. He's gonna run into this Lion here. Oh, 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 oh. Alright. Oh, sucking that Omni Knight back in. Cast some spells. Like, this guy has a Ring of Trask in his backpack and boots. I'm not really sure how that's helpful. Oh, he's switching it out for his regen. I don't know. I think you might want that in place of the branches, because, like, like, you can definitely eat that Tango just right away. There's no reason why you shouldn't eat your last Tango, especially when you do have a Ring of Trask. I personally think this item is a bit of a red herring. Like, it's kind of... I think Ice Frog put it in there as, like... Because it's like the... whatchamacallit, right? The Secret Shop ring, the Ring of Health. I'm sure people have talked about this before. But the Ring of Health is... or healing is much better than a Ring of Trask. Because this gives you... what, 150 HP and plus 4 HP regen? For... just less money, but, like, I'd rather have the 2.5 extra regen than 150 health. Like, it doesn't seem that worth to me, especially when it builds into a heart, and that's, like, a late game item. You're not going to be buying that before 30 minutes, I don't think. Like, I don't think you should be. I can't even, like, Undying, maybe? Like, I'm drawing a blank on heroes that would actually benefit greatly from a Heart of Trask. I think it's kind of just an out-of-meta item. Like, it's good on Lancer, I guess, but I don't know. You just build Butterfly, get the evasion, right? These lanes have pretty much stacked out from now. I'm just waiting for them. Oh, it looks like the Quap is going to get too cocky and almost dies from that. That lightning is really strong, though. Oh, but he died to the dagger, so that worked out for her in the end. Definitely when you're mid lane and you're bottling and you're super low, you definitely either want to drop your Null Talismans onto the ground or just put them in your backpack, because you'll gain quite a bit more mana, because it's based on how much mana you have, right? So when you gain intelligence, your mana pool will increase, but it's percentage, so you want less mana because the bottle heals you a base percentage, right? Like 75 mana over 2.5 seconds. So if you want to do the math, that's how much it regens with one bottle charge. But when you're regenning, you definitely want to try and drop your stat items. There's just like dead couriers like all along this bottom lane here. They just keep killing each other's couriers. Remember, protect your courier. Protect it. Yeah. I don't know how long this game is. Hopefully it's not like one of those super long, like hour-long games, because I'm going to lose my voice if I have to talk for that long. He's got 20 charges on the wand. See, like, going into a Bristleback, you definitely want a wand, because he spams his spells, right? Like 35 mana, 12 mana. He doesn't even need that much mana to spam his spells, right? You mostly just need mana regen. Oh, looks like they're going on this Disruptor. Oh, he's going to get stopped. So far, it looks like, let's see who's got, well, the Bristleback's got the most last hits. And their carries are both kind of back and forth with last hits. I'd like to see this Mirana actually go back to base and start rotating around the map, like going to the top lane, kill this Lion, go to the mid lane, try and help this Clock take the tower, definitely. Mirana can be very strong at taking towers early on, especially tier 1s, because I believe the leap, if I'm not mistaken, gives you attack speed. Yep, 25% or 25 attack speed bonus. So you definitely would want to rotate mid now. Even bringing this Quap like a Mango, she has a healing salve, but she looks like she's more interested in waiting for these runes to spawn in 30 seconds. Is she just going to stand here for 30 seconds? No, okay. She's going to go farm a camp. Let's see. Well, this Spectre's getting gone on. She only has 1 level in Dispersion. It would be nice to see 2 levels in Dispersion. You know what? I think this is I mean, like, maxing out Dagger is good, but I feel like into a lane with a Bristleback, it might be better to have more levels in Dispersion, right? Because you don't really care about Desolate as much anymore, because it's just more of a value skill, but like 7% versus 12%, that's like almost twice the effectiveness, right? And using the Haunt there at the end definitely wasn't smart when you're that low HP. Let's see what's going on bottom here. So Mirana's going to jump in, they're going to kill this this guy, yep. Disruptor looks like he's probably dead too. It's not really the smartest to TP in when your carry is already almost dead, and and you're low health too. Not the best. It's probably better just to go stack camps in the jungle at that point. You know, if your carry's having a hard time in lane, just try and make the jungle experience better, right? You want to stack Ancients. You want to stack those large camps. If it's super early on, maybe stack some medium camps, because if you stack too many, like, if you got 3 stack or 4 stack on a large camp, that's not going to go over as well, because early on, that camp might kill your carry, and then they can't farm it. So make sure that you're stacking a variety of camps. I think this is like a, was it like 2K average pub, so like Crusader, Archon kind of rank. Let's see, we can probably take a look at some people. Yeah, so this guy, yeah, so Archon, Oh, I didn't realize that I'm actually in this game. I'm the Spectre, but this game happened a while ago, so I don't really remember what happens. It's okay though, because like when you're playing a game versus like watching a replay or casting it, I feel like you get to see a little bit more about what was going on. Like, you guys see the full picture, right? So you can see who was doing good in their lanes, who won their lanes. So I think this bottom lane kind of like staled out a bit once the Queen of Pain started rotating. Like, she definitely won her lane, I feel, with the killing. Like, look at that level difference, right? Like, she started rotating around, got some kills bottom. And that's what you should be trying to do as Queen of Pain. I don't know if she should have done it earlier, but like getting mid farm is strong. I think I would have liked to see her come top, get some kills, and then let the Coddle farm the mid lane with his Illuminate. Because you do, as a mid laner, want to give your mid lane away eventually. Like, you don't want to be sitting in it the whole game, because that's kind of pointless. So you want to give the easy farm, the mid lane farm, to a different hero, right? So like, who needs it? This Coddle's level 7. This Mirana's level 7. So like, they both have strong wave clear, so they can take advantage of this mid lane, right? So if you're a mid lane farmer, you push the mid lane if the other mid laner's here, right? And then you go farm a camp somewhere, and then you want to rotate to another lane, so like bottom or top, depending on which camp you're farming. And then this mid laner, or this support right here, he can come in, get a bunch of creep kills with Illuminate, and probably gets level 10 significantly faster than he would just sticking in lane. I know I'm focusing mostly on the Dire, but I'll shift over to the Radiant a little bit. So we got some wards up over here. This ward is useful, I guess, if you're worried about ganks over here, but when your tier 1 is down, I think you want the wards more up in your jungle so that you can see people rotating from the mid lane. Because people aren't going to rotate all the way around to get to the mid lane, right? Like, people are going to take the shortest route. Like, that's just how our brains work, I guess. Like, and it's also just efficiency. You want to take the shortest route. There's a double damage room top. This Coddle, sorry George, but you're just farming jungle, and that's not really useful as a support player. Like, if he wasn't farming jungle there, I probably would have lived. I'm trying to get lane farm just because my game's not been going super well, as you can see. I'm not the best Spectre in the world. I think I'm alright. Like, I've played Spectre a decent amount. But definitely, I don't know all the ins and outs, especially for matchups. This Queen of Pain is doing pretty good this game. Let's see. See, like, I have 58 last hits at almost 15 minutes. That's pretty bad. Like, I should be getting close to, like, maybe 70 last hits. Hopefully. Like, that's ideal, right? So, here goes the Chaos Knight, casting his ultimate, his Phantasm. Ooh, nice stun by the Mirana coming out. Bristlebacks TPing. These long-ass TPs. I don't know, it would have been better if the Disruptor TP'd into the tier 2 tower, because nobody did, right? So that's only a 2-second TP compared to a 5.5-second TP, TPing to an outpost, right? Now you have to think about that. In 3 seconds, a lot of things can happen. People's spells are coming off cooldown. People's health is disappearing. This Bristleback might get out. Oh, looks like Spectre me. I'm coming in. Ooh, I definitely do not get that kill because his back was faced to me, and I don't want to dive under a tier 3 when the tier 2 is still up. That is a bad idea. So, like a good Spectre, I'm just going to go back to farming. I got my Blade Mail. I think that's a good item to buy if you lost your lane, like I did. Like, I think our lane kind of ended out even, but I definitely didn't get what I wanted to. Because, like, ideally you'd want to really rush that Radiance first, I feel. Because that, as soon as you get that Radiance, you can show up to a team fight, and you're so much more impactful because of all that burn damage, right? And the changes they made, too, so when you cast Haunt, your illusion instantly attacks. So there's no delay. It wasn't like before where they'd show up and then they'd look at you for a second and then decide to attack you. I also like that they changed the movement speed, I believe, to be the same as Spectre's, because before they had a base movement speed of like 350, and a lot of times heroes in the late game could just run away from your illusions. But Spectre does like building movement speed. Okay, so the Razor turned his ultimate on. They cast 2 ults. Killed a Mirana. That's a 70... Oh, they spent like 3 ultimates just to kill 1 Mirana. As a support, like position 4, position 5, it's okay to die if the enemy team uses a lot of like high cooldown spells. Obviously, in a coordinated team, this team's not coordinated. In a coordinated team, they'd be like, oh, they just used 3 ultimates. Let's look for a fight, right? Somebody would buy smoke. We would probably group up mid and then go in through the jungle, try and take this tier 1. But that doesn't look like that's going to happen. What looks like is going to happen is that a fight is going to break out bottom. These guys are definitely looking to go on the Omni Knight. Omni Knight is clueless, has no idea that they're here in the jungle. Now he definitely does. He's going to die. This Mirana's probably, yeah, she cast her Moonlight Shadows. Probably looking at this Omni Knight but deciding not to help him. He really should have just tried to TP out there. I think he's invis though, so if he just runs through the jungle, oh. R.I.P. Courier, man. Just keep running, man. Just keep running, dude. Alright, so with all that space created bottom now, they didn't actually manage to kill the Omni Knight. You know, like mid is a perfect place to push out. Same with this top lane. Definitely looking at tier 1s. Oh, TP, oh, haunting in. Right, killing this disruptor real low health right away. Activate Blade Mail. Spectre with double damage is not something to be trifled with. Like, if you're a Spectre and you can pick up a double damage and you have your haunt available, just tell your team. Just be like, I have double damage and I'm going to haunt in. It's best to look on the mini-map too, right? You guys see, if your teammates are already in a fight, that's already better, right? Because Spectre is really great at farming side lanes and then being able to just show up to the fight. Right, so you kind of want to play away from the enemy team until a team fight breaks out. So you want to tell your team, like, don't fight for the next 2 minutes, right? I'm farming. Stay away from fighting for 2 minutes till my haunt is up. That's what you just tell your team, right? Alright, we got Lion. He's got a Blink Dagger. He's got some clarities and a smoke. This Razor's going on the Omniite, stealing a bunch of damage. Oh, that arrow did not connect on just the creep. Building a spirit vessel. I would have liked to see boots being built, you know, like phase boots or power treads. Even tranquil boots as a position 4. Tranquil boots are quite powerful. They give you that movement speed and passive regen that you just can't deny. It looks like Spectre's getting gone on. There's 3 here, but I could have my Blade Mail's on cooldown, so I probably could have cast another dagger, try and kill that guy. It looks like the Queen of Pain's gonna show up and maybe finish off this disruptor. Oh no. Oh, the Queen of Pain just throwing away her life for a disruptor. If you're a mid player, don't do that. It yep, seems like Rihanna worse, or that's actually Roth. Yeah, so you don't want to be giving away that gold, right? Because you can, look at the change, right? Like, we're only 1k ahead, right? If we look at how do you pull up graphs? How do you pull up the graphs? Well, the net worth, let's see who's got highest. Queen of Pain has highest net worth. So if you're the highest net worth hero, don't throw away your life to kill the lowest net worth hero. It's just basic numbers, okay? Like, they're obviously going to get a bunch more gold, like the Bristleback and the Lion, and even the Disruptor get more gold than she would get just by killing him. So, an easy way to gauge somebody's net worth is to really just look at their items, right? Like, if you can look at their items and just guesstimate, be like, okay, so treads are 1400, he's got a Blade of Alacrity, he's got 2 of these, so that's like what? He's got like 6k. No, he's got 7k because he's holding on to things, he's got stuff delivering to him. But that's an easy way. So, like this Lion, you know, he's got a Blink Dagger, Tranquil Boots, that's it. So, yeah. We got like 5k net worth, but he's sitting on 2k, right? It's hard to gauge that though, because you can't see how much somebody has, like in an enemy. But you can always see yourself, right? Like, you know how much, you should know generally how much net worth you have. Oh, that Screen of Pain killed the Lion, but not much else. So I'm going in deep. I think the Blade Mail works really good against Razor, especially because Razor. He's kind of like a Windrunner now, where when he activates that, he has to attack you to a degree. I think he can change who he's attacking, but most people aren't good enough to change. Like, most people don't know, right? So they're just going to hit me with my Blade Mail turned on, and I'm fine with that, because I'm going to be dealing so much damage to him, right? 100% physical damage plus my dispersion, which is, what, 22% damage reflected? So that's like, I don't want to say it's 122% because I'm sure that's not how the math works. But you'd be doing more damage back than they deal to you, right? That's the idea. Because I think it returns it damage is calculated before any reductions. Doesn't reflect damage from other forms of blade mail, so you can't have 2 blade mails, right? Returns damage type is the same as it was received. So if you're dealing physical damage to somebody with blade mail active, you're going to receive physical damage, right? They do magic damage to you, they're going to receive magical damage. I like that. I really didn't like when blade mail and stuff like that did composite damage. I don't know if people remember composite, right? Where it was like half physical, half magic, and it was like just a nightmare for math, right? Because then you'd have to like build magical and physical resistance, and it just like it feels bad. Like Techie's mines used to be composite damage. This guy's got his Echo Saber. He's probably gonna build let's see what he's got on his courier. Yeah, he's building the Silver Edge. Blitz Knuckle is another one of those items where if you're not actually building a Shadow Blade, it's not very worth it. Because if you really want to just farm faster, like as a Wraith King or something, don't buy a Blitz Knuckle, just buy like 2 Gloves of Haste and turn 1 into your Power Treads and the other one into a Midas. It's the same cost and you gain more attack speed. I know people don't think like that because the reason why it costs more than Blitz Knuckle, right, is because it takes up only 1 inventory slot compared to 2 Gloves of Haste that would take up 2 inventory slots, right? But with if you're like a Wraith King or a Spectre or really anybody, any physical attacking carry that wants attack speed, it's better to go 2 Gloves of Haste. Because Midas it's getting all right. I feel like if it gets buffed just once more a little bit, like maybe a little bit of an item decrease or a little more attack speed, like some little buff I think would send it over into meta, right? Like see, the same thing happens here. I turn my blade mail on, this Razor can't kill me, right? He kills himself. I probably didn't have to hit there, I just have to walk close to him. He'll do more damage to himself before he can kill me. So it's a great item to play against Spectre, or if you're a Spectre, to play against a Razor, because people kind of see Razor as a traditional like counter, right, to carries, to right click carries. So if you build a blade mail and you just stand close to him and you have more HP than him, I know I don't have more HP, but the dispersion reduces the damage by 22%, right? So it helps a lot. It's the same thing with like I guess Medusa. It's not as good on Medusa anymore because it doesn't give you intelligence like you'd want to. Right here, I'm kind of standing in it to deal damage to the Disruptor. I don't know if that was the smartest move. I definitely should have cast my my dagger onto the Disruptor there because I would have killed him and he wouldn't have dusted. And then I would have been able to escape probably in the line when come in and fingered me to death. Don't say that out loud though, okay? That sounds real dirty. Quap here, just got a regen rune, got the Marana, some vessels, and I don't like the mana boots. I understand why people buy it because they're like, oh, I need mana to cast spells. But if you just ship out some Clarities, Mangoes, and you had like Power Treads and you tread swap efficiently, you don't really need the mana boots. Like, nobody on our team really needs mana, especially since we have a Coddle on our team. Like, I know everybody needs mana, but nobody really here needs like an instant mana item like that. Like, the only one who it might be that is the Omni Knight, but see, he's buying mangoes. I think he picked these up from a mango tree, right? Yeah, there's mango tree. But just carry mangoes. Because I just don't like the mana boots because they don't really provide a whole bunch to you. Especially early on, right? Like if you're going to build Guardian Greaves, of course you're going to build mana boots eventually. But I think it's, especially as a support, the Tranquil boots are one of the best boots you can buy. Besides, like on a Marana, she might want Power Treads or Phase boots maybe, but even then, I don't think it's as good. So I'm jumping in here because, you know, there's a lot of low health heroes. I definitely missed my dagger there. I don't think I had clear vision of any of them, but I'm definitely jumping in way too deep here. This guy's gonna go on me, but I think he's learned his lesson. He sees my blade mail activated, and he doesn't want to end up dying because of that. The Omni Knight's able to finish him off because this Omni Knight, definitely going like an old-fashioned kind of like Omni Knight carry build. I don't even care about this ultimate anymore, this Disruptor ultimate, because I can just like run through it. And they're basically, their team is falling apart. We're taking their towers. They have, they didn't take our tier 1 bottom. But they've been prioritizing, like, trying to kill us and stuff. This guy definitely doesn't feel safe going out of his base. I think it's that Ring of Tarask there, buddy. Not the best item. He bought that in the laning phase. And that's what I mean. Like, when you buy an item in the laning phase, you want to buy items that will progress to other items that will help you. If you're not turning that item into something by the 30-minute mark, it's kind of a waste. Like, he could have bought a Ring of Health, right? And turned that into a Vanguard, which then turns into an Abyssal Blade. And that's a much better build-up than just buying this at 10 minutes and then holding it for another, like, 30 minutes and then getting the heart, which isn't even going to probably help you at that point. Like, this guy wants, like, a BKB or a Heavenly Halberd or just anything that actually helps, because his items are good for farming, but not anything else. Like, he need like an armlet, or like really a BKB is something that he desperately needs, but people just don't want to buy them sometimes, I see, and I'm like, why don't you just buy BKB? Like, you're like, oh, we're losing team fights because they have magical damage and ultimates that deal with you, but if you had a BKB, it'd be a non-issue, right? And they lost that team fight just because none of their cores thought about buying BKBs, right? I mean, this guy bought an Octarine core. That doesn't help you anymore. Like, that was good when it first came out, and people were doing that build because you could, like, steal a whole bunch of life off of the quills, but now it's, like, what, 25%, 5%? I think they didn't really change a whole bunch about this, other than the 10 magical resistance. But why are you spending, how much is that to build an Octarine core? 5,000, when you could just buy a hood, right? For 1750, which gives you 15% more magic resistance and 8.5 HP regen, which is, Bristleback wants the regen, right? He doesn't really care so much about the raw because he's just going to reduce it. So if he can keep his regen up, like this item right here, great. Crimson Guard, great. Octarine core, no. Don't buy Octarine core on Bristleback, please. Like, even as a support Mirana, I would disagree with buying the Desolator. It's only good because we're dominating this game. Like, it's 34-13, we're 21k ahead. That's the only reason why it's good here. Like, even then, you probably want to buy, like, a Force Staff or a Yule Scepter or even just an Aghanims, right? Like, you have to think about items when going into a game. Like, this Clop bought a Yule's, right? Because, I mean, it saves you from a few things, right? From getting glimpsed, from getting stunned again. It doesn't really, like, I think you can Yule's off the static link. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. We're both just going out here because, like, this game's over. They're just killing them in the fountain, basically. Oh, what's Disruptor gonna do? Oh, Lion, he's just farming on our side of the map. He's like, this game's over. I'm not even going to try anymore. That's great. Yeah. So this looks like GG. Unfortunately, in normal pubs, you can't just GG out. You just have to run at them and give them the satisfaction of killing you more or trying to bait them into the fountain. You know, like classic Dota 2, the game is over type stuff. You know, this Lion on the opposite side of the map farming. This is farming neutral. Oh, am I eluded? Oh my god, I forgot about that. I was like, how did I kill that lion? I'm like, I don't even remember seeing lion. I'm just accidentally getting a kill late game. Alrighty. Wow, look at that. All of our heroes have more net worth than the enemy heroes. Like, you know it's a stomp when that happens. And they're just, like, hanging out here. I never understood why there's, like, a centaur here. Like, is he, like, a blacksmith? And this little goblin buddy? I do think that it's kind of, like, what's the word? Like, it's just a pro monopoly right here. The fact that only the side shopkeeper got bought out by the secret shopkeeper and the fountain shopkeeper. Like, R.I.P. He used to live right here, and you still see they replaced him with a big stump there, and another big stump there. All right, well that's GG. Yeah, this is my first time trying to cast, so if you like this kind of video, just let me know. We can look at endgame stats too real quick if you want. I'm not going to edit this, so this is kind of like a longer, kind of me just rambling about Dota while also casting. I didn't even remember I was in this game originally. I just went on my friend's playlist, or my friend's games list and looked at some games and just picked one randomly. So yeah, so this is how we end, right? So if you're a carry and you're only getting 300 GPM, you need to focus on farming more, right? Like, I ended the game with 600 GPM because I was pretty focused on farming. Even though this is a 33-minute game and I should have higher last hits as a carry, it was just the style of the game too. Like, every game is going to be different and you have to adjust to that. So if you like this, I guess I'm going to post this on YouTube, so leave a like or a comment, subscribe, or whatever you want to do, you know. And if I post one of these again, look out for it, and thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.